from our apartment.
I'm still waiting while we will be live.
We are. Are we?
Not yet.
We're supposed to be live.
No.
Ah, okay, we forgot. Yes, sorry guys. Just need here. Hey guys, hello again. Forgot to push the button, so we thought we were live, but unfortunately no. So we're home, we are back home, we are in Kiev. Chapati is home.
Yeah, you can congratulate us because it's our first ever live exactly from our lovely home. Actually, the first ever time because we didn't used to make streams before. We started streaming only when the war has started and when we lived as refugees in Kropivnitsky. But now we are back home, and it's a big pleasure to make stream from the home. We could now use, we are using a special webcam. We have light here, so we hope that the picture should be better as comparing to the previous one. Yes, and hello, Jessica.
And Chapati
Hi, Jackie.
has treats.
Great, I'm happy that the picture is nice now. Yeah, and there is also one reason why you can congratulate us. Today is the day of Kiev, the capital of Ukraine.
Can you believe today is 1540 years? Am I right?
Maybe you should check because I'm not that good in numbers.
No, I'm not. Yeah, Kiev was founded in year 982. So yeah, it's 1240. Yeah, 1000.
Thank you, Jackie, for your congratulations. Yeah, so it's day of Kiev, and of course, usually we have some great celebrations, but not now because the war is still going on, and we are a bit afraid because Russians they love to attack Ukraine when we have any kind of holidays. For them, it's good reason to make the mood of people worse. Yeah, not to give.
I was
us...
right. I was right.
Okay.
1540. I just confused everything.
Yeah, so usually during such holidays they start to attack us, but we hope that our anti-missile equipment, which we have quite many in Kiev, will help us stay safe.
Yeah, because basically yesterday it was the day of another Ukrainian city and it was attacked on its birthday.
Yeah.
So we are still trying to...
Of course she wants more treats.
Yes.
Chapati always wants treats.
So we are trying to get to normal. We're trying to somehow build our day to...
It's not that quickly, let's be honest. We still didn't manage to clean our apartment. We didn't manage to sort all the stuff we took to Kropivnitsky. We are still trying to get used, with normal life, but it's kind of a long process. So last holidays we met our friends. You might remember, we streamed from their house, and it was the first time, of course, after the Eurovision, but it was the first time we started to listen to music. We played some games. We watched some разважальный content.
Just don't try to remember exact words.
Okay.
Fun content.
Yeah, some fun content. Yeah, you know, like for 3 months we used to watch only the news, nothing else. But we are trying to get back to normal life.
What is also noticeable that it seems like this war will last at least till deep autumn or maybe winter at least. So it's gonna be there more than it already is, and so we need to somehow.
Yeah, the only way is to try to live normal life, because even for 3 months it was a nightmare. But the war it can last till the end of the year, and if we don't try, that might be very hard for our psychics and for the overall productivity and so on. Yeah, Jackie, probably you saw this plant you are talking, that somehow they managed to still be alive. Yeah, this is our champion, the only plant which really is great after 3 months without water and without any sunlight.
That's why it's taken the special position
Yeah.
behind our backs.
So this is Sansevieria moonshine, and it is always called like a plant which is can't kill, and we have seen that it's really can't kill plant. Yeah. Treats is everything. Okay, guys, any questions? Because I started to talk about plants too much. Hello from Kerala. Hi to Kerala too. Come to India. Of course, we want to come to India.
Just communicate there.
We want to come to India. Maybe we will manage to do that when the war will end. But now it's impossible for us because Eugene cannot leave the country. Champion plant, yes. Yes. She is. I don't know why I called her she.
It's empty.
Guys, any questions? Because we are a bit excited about making first stream from home, and it's hard for me now to understand what should we tell.
That not much actually happened,
Yeah.
right? We came a week ago. We're trying to establish our routine and everyday life. Didn't have success till this point. So we met a few people, which was great because we missed our friends who haven't seen anyone for a long time. And yeah, it's almost summer right now, so everything is green and it's kind of warm, and we expect like really summerish weather in a week, so it's gonna be really hot. So the life goes on, and we need to adjust somehow. So it's like the basic task for everybody, for everyone who's living during the war.
Yeah. We are also thinking about what to do, like globally. I mean, yeah. We are thinking about if there are any methods how we could earn even a bit of money at this point. I'm even thinking about making maybe a YouTube channel on cooking, I'm not yet sure, but probably this could be a good idea because I'm a good cook. Let's be honest. I used
Yes,
to
that's
work in one of the best Ukrainian restaurants, which made Italian cuisine. Unfortunately, I left this job only because like my health wasn't enough for this work. If you work as a cook in a restaurant, you have to you have to spend 14 hours a day in a row standing and cooking, and it's like not everyone can manage this. Yeah, I've also ended courses in Harvard University on molecular cuisine. Yeah, so I know a bit about this, and I'm thinking maybe that would be a nice idea, making a YouTube channel, um, even about Ukrainian cuisine, which could now be quite interesting for people around the world. Yeah. There are also some other ideas, but we need time to adjust and to decide which option is the best for now.
Mhm.
Um,
Jessica is asking about food supply in Kiev and about Chapati's food. Chapati is still not in her food. We can't find her regular brand. Probably the official importer of this Canadian food is not yet working. Probably they're still closed or not in Kiev, or we just don't know.
so if somebody wants to help Chapati, you can buy some akana for her and deliver it to us.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Anyway, it's gonna be
We-
hard, but probably it will appear soon. It just like if the importer doesn't work, so it's just impossible to get it anywhere.
In Ukraine, it's impossible.
Yeah, all the stocks are empty now, so we need to find something else.
Yeah, same goes with some food supplies in Ukraine for people. I mean, so some products are available, but the others are not. Like the biggest Ukrainian, there was one manufacturer of salt in Ukraine. It stopped working because it's
It was actually
occupied.
destroyed.
Yeah, it was destroyed. Yeah, so
Factory.
now we can have only imported salt, which is much more expensive, and like many people are in panics because of that. And it happens with some sorts of products.
Chapati is crazy about these treats, and luckily we bought it a long time ago, and we have some left. So
Yeah.
Chapati will have her time.
Yeah, so we got a question from Lila. How is Chapati managing with no walks? Chapati has walks. It's not a problem.
We just don't walk during sky alerts.
Sky alerts, yeah, but we can walk her with no problem. It's just I forgot this word again.
Don't do it. Don't do that.
Of
Just
course,
tell
it's better not to.
Just tell anything else.
Curfew, yeah.
Curfew.
Yeah, so there is curfew, so but in Kiev it's a bit later than in Kropivnitsky,
Yeah.
so we just have to walk Chapati before 11 p.m., which is absolutely okay, not a problem, yeah.
And the questions from Apurba about is things going back to normal in Kiev and if it's safe. So we have some sky alerts, missile attack possibility, but luckily during the last week or two there were no strikes. Few missiles were intercepted near Kiev, but we didn't have anything here. So, but comparing to other cities, they still have some attacks, and it doesn't matter whether the city is on the front line or somewhere in a deep, safe place. They attack.
There is no safe place in
They
Ukraine.
attack them, but Kiev, luckily, last week or two was quiet, which is very good. So because we may feel a bit more confident, and the underground metro, it started to work as a public transportation system, not as a shelter, bomb shelter, as it was during first days. And like right now is in Kharkiv, the second biggest city, the metro is still not working. It is just a bomb shelter and a place for people to hide from attacks. So in Kiev, it started to work, so it's not a shelter anymore.
Yeah, so we just wanted to remind you that it was very unsafe in Kiev during the first few months, yeah, because when the troops were near Kiev, the attacks were more heavy, and like our house, it's situated on the road, like which leads to all those cities, small cities near Kiev, which were occupied. Yeah, so at that point we understood that it's very unsafe in our house because they can attack from land. But when the troops left Kiev, now there is no big difference between Kropivnitsky and Kiev because missile can reach both of them. So no sense to live as a refugee because it's not safe, absolutely safe in Kropivnitsky too. It's same.
Yeah, but of course there are heavy fights right now in Donbas region, and we are waiting for our Western partners and allies to help us with some reactive artillery. We need this kind of weapon very much, as it can help us to, first of all, to balance the sides, and then to have possibility to counterattack, because right now our troops are trying to hold Russians, but they are slowly pushing us backwards, and we are losing territory bit by bit at the moment. So we need some more weapons from our partners to change everything.
Chap.
So
She wants
you
to
see
stand
how,
like this.
how Chapati is thin, but like normally it's thin as it's supposed to be with Indian dog.
Yeah.
So and we washed her, as you probably saw it.
Yeah.
So she's very clean.
For the first time during all, like, in this year, it was the first wash of Chapati. So she's silky, very silky. What else? Oh yeah, hello to Kochi, Kerala, and hello to the Philippines. We so much miss our time in Kochi and in Philippines.
Absolutely.
Hope that someday we can come back.
Just Chapati, some please.
Dear friends, any other questions maybe you have?
Chapati definitely has a question.
Yeah, where are my treats? Where are my treats? I need more treats. Yes, Chappy. It's just because we don't have that many news. We spent all the time in cleaning our apartment.
But next few days we probably will think a lot about
what to do next
during next month at least, because okay, we came back, we adapted a little bit, and now we need to act, do something. So we'll keep you updated about that.
How are your parents and families doing? Thank you, Lila, for your question. They are fine. Like, as for now, like, when you are alive, when you are not hurted, it's already good reason to be happy.
Yeah. So they are fine. Their dogs also fine.
Any news on those soldiers who surrendered?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I probably should have told about this the time before. They had to surrender. They had to. Actually, they received a direct order from our president and our minister and everybody that their Chappy.
Chap.
There is. She still thinks that there are some treats. So
I'll bring her some fish, maybe.
yeah. So they received an order to surrender as their mission was fully fulfilled. They did everything they had to do in Mariupol, and of course, the only possibility to surrender was because of great movement and pressure on the Russian Federation about those people, and it's a very media story, so everybody in the world knows about this story. That's why they were not killed or tortured. There are a lot of information that so right now they are prisoners in Russia, and they are treated quite well. As for now, no torturing, and our country is hoping so much to change them for Russian soldiers who are right now in Ukraine prisons, just to exchange one another. So it is half solved question, but of course we can be absolutely sure about that and happy when those guys come back to home. 30 seconds, she ate everything.
Yeah.
So this is like
Is-
treat.
Apurva asks, is essential supplies available? Essential supplies, as for now, are
Yeah.
all available,
Absolutely.
but there are some problems with some at some points. But like essential, everything essential we can find. As for now,
Yeah, just few products. The most
few products
the
missing.
biggest problem for
Yeah.
now is Chapati's food, of course.
Chapati's food, and the second problem are prices, because the
Wow.
prices
That is-
increased at some products are now 2 times more expensive than they were before the war has started. And of course, like even people who still have their jobs, they have same salaries as they used to have, but the prices have increased in like
Yeah, first of all, it's
months.
because of fuel, yeah, right? The fuel, we have a problem right now. There is a lack of fuel. The prices increased twice. That's why understandable that everything else also increased in
Also
price, because
increased.
everything is logistics. You need to, and it just depends on how much. So yeah.
And of course, like for us, it's kind of a shock now, because when you don't have any salary, yeah, we now live in a credit, yeah, like only our debts are getting higher and higher and higher each day. And when you come to buy some food, you see the check and the bill, and you understand that it's like some time ago you could buy food for a whole week, and now you just buy it for 1 day. But what can we do
Yeah. Anyway, it's better to have
to have those
these
products,
products,
even
and
if they are more
you just
expensive?
need to prioritize somehow,
Prioritize, yeah.
and to
Of
buy the
course,
most
like
essential.
we buy only like the cheapest food.
Yeah, just basic things.
Yeah,
which we
basic
need.
things. So it's maybe not a very healthy diet, but you have to manage the situation somehow. And it's
Anyway, we're home, and there are so many things that are better here. because being home,
Chapati.
having everything you know, everything, like all the essentials, uh, good internet. I'm not checking right now whether the internet is good. I'm absolutely sure that the connection is super nice. And yeah,
Jessica writes, I'm so happy to hear the soldiers are okay. When I heard, I immediately assumed doom for them. Hope the exchange happens soon, of course. Yeah, we also hope this because these are the heroes of Ukraine, and those people, they may inspire many more soldiers to be as brave. Now Chapati takes her bone, dry bone.
she just getting crazy as
Yeah.
as ever actually every time during our stream.
Yeah.
It happens so often, so we're just used to that.
Lots of love from Carola. Thank you. Lots of love to Carola too. What else did we want to say about? Yeah, so we just need a bit more time
Yeah,
to
I think
adjust.
we'll have more news during next week. We absolutely sure about that. We want to make some posts. We probably, as we showed you some stories about few houses which were bombarded and destroyed near our building, we probably will make some pictures just to have the reach, just to explain everybody in the world and to our follower what's happening here. And,
because guys, you know, like it's for some people it's hard to understand, but when we make our stories about heading back to Kiev, we had lots of comments and questions. Has the war ended?
Yeah.
So people from some countries, they don't watch the news that often, and they just don't understand.
News just don't
Yeah,
cover it.
news cannot cover everything. Yeah, so many people just don't understand what really happens here. Of course, if we didn't lack money and if there wasn't such a big crisis with fuel, we would probably go and visit the infamous Bucha and other small cities near Kiev. But as for now, the fuel crisis is too big and it's impossible. Like we need kind of a lot of fuel for that trip.
And it's very difficult to get fuel.
Yeah.
June writes, good to see you relaxed at home. Thank you, June.
Thank you.
Yeah, so nice to be home, absolutely. So probably we'll finish for now. Thank you for being with us this half an hour.
Yeah, thank you for making our day each Sunday. Thank you guys for all your support. Thank you so much for your donations, because without them the situation would be much worse. But still, if anyone wishes to help us, we are very open to this, because our debts are getting higher and higher each day. So please.
Probably we will record a video about that.
About Patreon, because maybe not everybody knows that there is a possibility to help us in these hard times. But we are also thinking on any possible ideas how to try to earn even a bit of money. And I hope that during the next week we will come up with some ideas which will make our life even a bit easier than it's now. Yes, Chapati. We have a great inspiration for that. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. She wants only treats.
Yeah, but she needs to say bye to everybody. Chuck, please say bye. Say bye. Thank you, Ria.
Yes, thank you for being with us. And we hope to have more interesting news next week.
Yes, Thank you. Bye bye and
Thank you,
have a
guys.
great week. See you
Bye
soon.
bye.